this is Senova.
And this is Johannes.
And you're watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And welcome back to the top 100 games of all time. It's exciting.
Yes.
So many cool games to talk about. This is the third video. If you haven't seen the other two, you have to see them because this is a series. And you can't stop it in the middle of a series. You can't just jump into Lost Season 4, for example, because you will not understand anything. I'm not saying you have to watch all the videos we ever produced to understand the character development and stuff. But you could. But watch this first, and then the other two, and then this, and then all the other videos to understand how we have gotten to be the persons we are today.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about some more games today. It's going to be amazing because the games are getting better and better. As always, please let us know in the comments what games you enjoy from this list. If you think some of them are too high or too low or are stupid or are fantastic, please let us know. We love to hear about your games that you like the most as well. But now, let's start top 100 continuing.
Yes, we're going to the top 70s. So we're starting with the 80s game, which is Mysterium Park for me. It was 77 last time, so in the same ballpark. Mysterium Park. But this I like Mysterium, the original game.
OG.
The OG game. But Mysterium Park makes it easier to bring to the table. It's shorter, it takes less space, it's easier to teach. And it still keeps the core concepts, which I really enjoy, which is this deduction based on clues that you get from the game master, kind of the clue giver.
Ghost.
Yes, with these Dixit style cards that you're trying to deduce.
Yeah, superb game, and really cool. I agree. My Mysterium Park is better than Mysterium. My number 80 is gonna be Glenmore 2. It was not on the list last time, but Glenmore 2 is really good. I enjoy Glenmore, but I enjoy Glenmore 2 even more. So more Glenmore is more than more. It is a one-way street, kind of where the next person is the last person. So you can you can jump far ahead if there are super special tiles that you want. Or you can try to hope that nobody's gonna jump there so that you can try to get a couple of tiles before you go there. You are building up a tableau, trying to build different things adjacent to each other, moving around this piece to gather resources. There's a load, so what makes Glenmore 2 better than Glenmore 1 less more is that you're getting all of these different variants, modules to play, or chronicles, which are called, because it's called Glenmore 2 More Chronicles than Less Chronicles in Less More. So that's the full title of the game. Really enjoy it with all the different modules, makes the game even better. Super cool, classic Eurogame style.
My number 79 is At the Gates of Luoyang. It was my number 42 last time, and it has previously been in my top 10 of all time.
Yes.
So this is a game that has fallen. It is a very different style Uwe Rosenberg game from his other games. In this game, you're getting so few points. You have to work so hard for your points. You're trading and growing crops, vegetables, and you're trying to sell them to get points. You have a cool card drafting where you can wait and see if more cards be available, so you can take them, or you can grab the first cards that you see to get the best thing. I really enjoy it a lot.
And you can also buy a 2-pack.
Yes.
My number 79 is also new to the list, and that is Shogun no Katana, which is a very long game, but also a very good game. This has both a very meaningful worker placement, especially with a little expansion with all these different small people walking around. They're not small, but they're like normal people walking around giving you these different bonuses. But the puzzle of the forge, of moving these tiles up and down, getting bonuses, trying to make it work and not to hit each other, the different swords you're making, that is the game. And that makes this game so unique and so cool. When talking about it now, I just want to take it off the shelf and play it again because it is unique, it's cool, and I love it. Shogun no Katana.
Yeah, without a doubt, it's one of the best games that came out. I think it will last year.
No, 2022 it must have been. I'm pretty sure.
The year it was released.
It was good.
My number 78 is Quadropolis. You already talked about it. It was my number 60 last time, and as I said, it's such a solid city builder game. I think it's my favorite city building game. And this spatial puzzle is really cool. And I love how you draft the tiles, that which architect you're using or to draft tiles also dictates where on your board you can build, which when you build in the beginning seems very easy and then gets so tight.
My number 78 is another new game from last year. It's Horseless Carriage from Splatterspellen. This is so hard. It is a game like it has. It's not the tightest. It's not the most interactive Splotter game, but the puzzle of building your car factories, trying to make them so that everything fits together. So you need the least amount of tiles, and it's done in such a weird way. Like it's not. You don't have to pay stuff. It's like very unusual, but what you're paying is space basically. So you're starting with little space and you're getting more and more space, trying to make this factory and the tiles place together in a way that you can then run the thing and build the cars that you want to. And then you have this interaction of trying to sell the cars. Depending on what kind of features you have, you can sell better cars, and you're getting into this grid. You're trying to take the cars, of course, that the other people can sell, so that you're going to sell more cars than them. And it is so brain burning and so much fun.
And it feels very thematic as well, because you can focus on being good at design or being good at speed or security.
Yes.
So it's a very, very cool game. My number
24.
77 is a party game. It's Good Cop, Bad Cop. And this has always been in my top 100. It was my 51st game last time. One of my favorite party games. It's so simple. You have cards in front of you, and what kind of cards they are hidden from the other players, and they are either crooked or good, and you want to then sneak peek at the other cards to see who's on your team.
Yes,
and
you can
who's
do that while
against
they're
you.
In the bathroom, for example. You can sneak peek at their cards.
No, that's an action you can do.
Okay.
That's a part of the game. And when you think like, oh, I think you are on the opposite side team as me, you can
shoot me.
Yeah, I can shoot you. But then you have these item cards that you can, break the rules with. Super, super fun.
You have these item cards that you can, yes. I love it. Good Cop, Bad Cop is a fantastic game. It's not in my top 100 anymore, but it is still one that, it's not so anymore, but for a long time, it was one of those games that we always brought with us.
Yes.
If we were going to be 5 people, 6 people, and we knew they weren't heavy into games, that was one of the games that we always brought. My number 77 was now my number 41. And this is one that has, like, there was a few in the other episode that has fallen a lot. This is one of those that has kind of always fallen in a way, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to be in your top 100, and it is Concordia. Concordia was one of my first big loves in board games, and I still really like it, and I really want to play the Venus expansion. I think it's called that, Venus. Yeah, the other one is called something else. And it is a classic Euro game, and it is still very good. It just got to the point where I felt like I could kind of do this one strategy, and it was really good. We will see if some of the expansions change that, but I kind of did the same thing. That might be on me, but it always went pretty well. So I kind of got a bit bored with it. We played it quite a few times, and I haven't played it for a while now. We haven't played it for Keeper Call yet.
No.
So it's one that I might either drop even more or go up again after playing it again. But it's still a staple of a classic Euro that I always will enjoy playing.
Yes, I enjoy Concordia, but it's been such a long time. I'm really looking forward to play it for Keeper Call. And my number 76 is Mental Blocks.
Wow!
And it has kept its exact same position from last time.
Oh, you had it in top 100 last time as well?
Yes, 76.
Wow.
Then also, Mental Blocks is a very unique...
it's a party game.
It's a party game, but at the same time, I wouldn't bring it to a party.
No, but
it's
would
not
you
a
bring
party game.
Good co-op to a party?
No, that's true. That's true. Yes, but it's a co-op game where you try to build a 3D puzzle, and you have your own perspective from one side, and you're trying to describe that to the other players, and together you have one piece of the puzzle, and you're trying to make the correct, combination in 3D, which is first time we played it, I hated it, and then we played it with less people, and that was much more fun. And now it's a game that I thoroughly enjoy every time we bring it to the table.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you like puzzles?
Yes.
Yes, you do. My number 76 is gonna be High Society, and it was actually not on the list last time, which was quite a surprise to me because it's a game I obviously enjoy since it's here now. It is a light Runik Inizia auction game. It's so simple to teach, so quick to play. You can play it with anyone. I have brought it when I'm doing plays and we're playing it in the breaks. It is, everybody understands it. Not everybody plays it well, but everybody understands the concepts of it. And it is, you're trying to win by bidding, but you don't want to be the person who bids too much, because if you are the person who has spent all your money or the most of your money, you're going to be out of the game. So you're trying to have the most points, the most value in things you get, but you not want to spend too much. I really like it. Pretty sure it's going to be in your top 10 of all time because you love auction games.
I think you might be wrong, and I think you know it.
Yes.
My number 75 is Pictomania. It was in my 60s, late 60s last time, so it's been in the same ballpark. Pictomania is an amazing... It is also a party game. It is a drawing game, and it gets increasingly more difficult.
And wacky and absurd.
And that's the fun part of it, because everybody is drawing at the same time, so you want to be fast at drawing, because then it means that you can guess on the other drawings faster. And but it gets so, like, incredibly difficult that it's absurd. So how do you how do you differentiate between story, legend, and myth?
Yes.
Because that's three of the things that you might need to draw.
Yeah, because there's going to be a card with like 6 different words on them, and those are going to be more and more similar. And then you are getting a card that tells you you're going to draw card 2 and C. And then it's going to be like, as I said, how do you differentiate those things? A super clever game. Vlaada Chvátil.
Yes.
Super, super good. My number 75 was my number 50. It's a heavy economic and pretty interactive game that I'm 95% sure it's not going to be on your top 100. It's Barrage. Barrage is so good and so heavy and can be seen as pretty mean. If you are bad at the game and somebody sees that and they want to exploit that, you're not going to win. But then again, you're bad. So be better. Plan better. Be a better at playing the game, because it will give you more points and you will win. These are my strategy tips for Barrage. You are trying to build these different buildings in a, like it's a flowing water. You're building the buildings to try to generate electricity, exporting that electricity, building buildings. There's a really cool, dams. And you're trying to you're using this really cool timing wheel. When you use the workers and the different things, it's going to move around this timing wheel, so you don't have them for a while until they get back and you can use them again. So the planning is crucial. So crunchy, so heavy, a little bit too mean for you.
Yeah, I like the game in theory because I love the worker placement, I love the resource wheel. I don't love the interaction because it's so tight, so then it's so punishing when you get your damn space stolen by another player. Yay! My number 74 is Scout. This is a new addition to the list. This is a game from Oink.
Oink.
And I think this might be my favorite Oink game. I think Scout is really solid. You have this hand of cards and you can't change the order, and you want to play like sets of either identical or in like a flush thing, and be better, like always up the previous player. And if you can't do that, you get more cards in your hand. You're trying to get rid of all your cards.
And trying to win.
Yes.
You're trying to get points basically by winning cards. My number 74 was my number 69 last time, so that is pretty in the same ballpark as you're saying. It is a Taunting Suyu, which is a heavy game from David Tursi. It is one that the first time you play it, you're gonna be like, I don't see anything but symbols, because there's so many symbols. There's so many things to see and understand and make it work together. But when you do that and you see that, you will see colors and rainbows and fun unicorns giving you victory points and maybe other people victory points, but you're trying to get the most. It like this, yeah, like the symbols, it's like if you see this board, you will only see the symbols and you will not understand anything, which is the case for most board games. But this one was so hard to get my head around, but it is one that we still haven't played for Keep or Go, and I'm very excited to do so.
We want to rank the T-Series.
Yes.
I'm really excited to play this again. It has a double layer player board with almost like A4 format, so it's, I don't know if that's a ratio that you use in other places than Norway.
Do, yes.
Yeah, okay, good. It's a very good game. My number 73 is Patchwork, and that was almost an exact crossover for last time. It was 72. Oh, okay.
You like it when things are the same.
I like it when they are the same. This is a 2-player game from Uwe Rosenberg, a pure spatial puzzle where you're wanting to patch a quilt together,
yes.
and you are drafting and using time for that. So you want to manage your time, but you also want to get buttons, which is the currency of the game. A super clever, fast, and fun game, which I play on my phone most of the time.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I should probably get the app because it's a great game, but we don't play it often physically. My number 73 has dropped quite a bit, all the way down from 39. It's another one of those games that we're not going to play again, but has been very important and was a great experience. And that's going to be Detective, the modern crime board game, which gave me an experience like no other game has ever given me, either before or after. That experience of us feeling like detectives, in a very light way, of course, and we had a flip over, we wrote, we had the lines between the picture, we like, oh, who is this, the question marks, and all the things you see on CIA, which is exactly how it is in real life. It is CSI, that's the video, that's the TV show. CIA is the actual thing. CSI, that's what I was meaning. But like it's so good. It was not all people loved it, but it just gave us that experience of goosebumps when you understood something, deducing things. The campaign, 5 games, so good. Sadly, after that, everything they tried to do with Detective and all of that has not been good after that. But that core first game was so good. It will always be a staple in my top lists of games that gave me joy.
Yes, my number 72 is Seven Wonders. It has fallen from 46th place.
46th to the place.
Last time. Seven Wonders is one of the classics.
Yes.
And it's, even though that our gaming taste has grown, I always enjoy Seven Wonders. Yeah. We have some expansions for it, but I think the core thing is also very fun. We don't play it irregularly,
no,
but I think it's fun to introduce 2 new up-and-coming gamers.
Yes.
Even though it has a lot of symbols, I think it's fairly easy to get into, and it's also fun for the experienced gamers to play.
It's one that I will always enjoy playing. I can't see myself sitting down with Seven Wonders and be bored.
Yes.
Because it's quick and it's fun, which is one of the reasons why it's not boring.
Yes.
And it's just it will always be a game that I will enjoy playing for sure. My number 72 is a new addition to the list, which is again very strange to me. Yes, because I must have played it before that. I know I played it recently, but it must have been before that because time goes so fast. Obviously, I played it before that. It's For Sale. It's so weird to me that it wasn't on my list last time, but For Sale is a super clever game which is in 2 parts. You're trying to win these properties, and then that gives you a hand of cards, and then you are bidding those properties to try to get the different checks of money that people are trying to buy the houses for. So it's just like a double. You're building your own hand, and then you're playing it. The only other game I can think of that is Biblios, where you also kind of you are first bidding on all the cards, and then you're doing that second one when you buy things with your cards that you've gotten in the first part. For sale, fantastic game. Again, you can play with almost anybody. It's super easy to teach, super easy to play. Highly recommend if you haven't played it.
One of the few auction games that I do enjoy, because this is a pure auction games, and I love that you have one type of auction in the first round and it switches to another type of auction in the second. Very clever. My number 71 is a new addition to this list, and it's Planet Unknown.
Oh yeah.
Again, the puzzling on your own board. I just love it. And I think the combination of changing your corporation and also changing your planet from for each time, and also always have these rondel to draft from with different, it just adds to the replayability to the puzzle. And so it has interaction, it absolutely does, but what I enjoy about it is the puzzling on my own board.
Fantastic game for sure. I backed the expansion, so we're going to get more stuff for it as well. And a lid for the thing so it doesn't fall out.
We need a lid.
My number 71 is another one that was not on the list last time, and that is Raiders of Scythia, which is the version, basic, like a kind of a like essential version of the Raiders of the North Sea from Garfield Games. And this is kind of like taken the best of the base game and some modules from the expansions and put it in one game. We don't have Raiders of Scythia. I've played it once with too many expansions, so it was far too long.
Raiders of the North Sea,
sorry.
Yes.
Raiders of Scythia is I love that. Like, that was the first really cool thing from Garfield Games, where you're placing one worker and you take another worker. And then you do both those actions, and those are quick, so it goes pretty quickly. And you're trying to get the resources so you can go to raid Scythia and get these scorings, the gold, the points, all of that. Doing the quest, getting these animals to help you out, getting different special abilities that changes up your strategy. And it's just like, it's a medium game. Like, it's a light medium game, very simple to teach, but it gives a lot of depth in a fast-flowing, really smooth package.
Yes, it's so smooth and so fun. I really love the game, and the special thing about it, as you said, it was our first encounter of you place one and you take one worker back. So simple, but it works so well and feels so unique.
And that's the end.
Yeah.
That's another batch of 10 games. We still have quite a few more games to go. We hope you are enjoying the series so far. As I said in the beginning, please let us know your picks for what is your favorite ones from these games that we have shared so far in this video. Which ones are your favorites? Which one do you think are too high or too low? All of that, let us know in the comments. We would love to hear it. Also, if you are new to the channel, you're seeing these videos for the first time and you're thinking, these people aren't too horrible to look at and listen to talk about board games, then you can show us that by, of course, commenting and liking and all of that stuff, but also by helping us out in a very big way by giving us a victory points.
And we get victory points when you click that subscribe button. You can also click the bell to get notifications every time we post another top 100 piece or another video.
And that is going to be the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Johannes.
I'm Senua.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye-bye.